Welcome back, survivors, to 7 Days to Die on my PS4. So I'm sitting on top of my sniper's nest here, looking at what's going to be the underground farm, and then what's going to be the new horde base. We're going to be working on this here today. I have to go and kind of grind out the corners here a bit, maybe dig it up so we can put some ramps and stuff in. And then we got to figure out how to put a roof in there, and we got to support it in a few places to make sure the thing stays up. So we're going to be working on that. We have Horde Night coming up soon as well too, so I'm going to have to go ahead and repair our old Horde base. What this is going to turn into is just a Screamer Destroyer. So this is where my forges are running right now. So all the Screamers actually end up coming over here and just kind of wandering across my crap. And you know what's funny? Someone pointed it out too. I never ended up using my panic tree. Not a single time. And the worst thing is now that it's fully grown, I can't actually get on that ladder anymore. So that thing is completely useless. Screw you, panic tree. Oh shit. Oh shit. Was that from the trap damage or from the tree itself? I forgot those things were resting on it. Well, now I know what it looks like when you collapse a tree that has catwalks and shit on it. Yeah, kind of cool. We actually don't need this anymore. It's actually kind of in the way. I realized that the last Horde Night as well, too. I kept having to run around it and crap. This way now I have full sight of everything. And now that we have cops as well, too, they could just spit and take that tree out. So it's not even really a thing anymore. But let's see what this Screamer had for us. Just sham sandwiches. That sucks. Let's get the fuck out of here, guys. And I gotta get to work. I gotta get some eats in my belly here. And I also need to get my supplies together because we need some rebar. I already have the shovel, rebar, concrete, everything. We got to go down and do some work. Our forges should be running full blast right now. I'm actually going to go check up on my forges, and then do that work. With the forges all topped up and fired up here, actually I'm going to add a little bit more time to this one here. Yeah, we'll run it for an hour and pump some of this into it. So this one here is making steel for us. This one here is making metal trussing. We should actually be able to make some more of that. There it is. Let's make a whole bunch of that. 19 more. Holy shit, this is going to take a while. That's okay. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's fine. That can actually stay there. What we need to make is we need to make bullet tips and we need to make bullet casings. So I'm going to look up bullet here. And we're going to make as many bullet tips as possible, 252. Oh, we're going to need some more lead, but that's okay. In that opening we have, there's a ton of lead in there, so I'm going to grab that shit up as well here too while we're out. So we got a whole bunch of cement as well here. I'm also going to leave some clay behind because clay does last a while in the forge if you forge a lot into it at once. So we got this going on. It's still pumping our brass Duke's Casino tokens into the forge and providing us with brass as well. So we'll have shitloads of these things by the time we're done. But I'm going to go back up. I'm going to actually make some more cement. We're actually getting a little low on stone as well, too, because I went and put 12,000 in these. I topped them all off with 3,000 a slot, these last three here. These are my stone machines. This is my steel, and then this is my whatever else machine. So this one here is actually probably the most important. It's the intricate stuff, and then these are just the workhorses. But yeah, let's go ahead and get some of that shit going. Okay, so this one here is already pumping out some for us. It only has 40 minutes left on it. But this one here actually has quite a bit in it. So I'm going to take all of that and we're going to pump out some more concrete mix here. We have a good amount. Like, we should not have any troubles getting all the concrete that we need at all. Like, look at this. Just shitloads of it. So I'm going to grab that up and I'm going to grab the rebar that we've made ahead of time. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to go out and do some digging here and start getting the frame around the outside of the... On second thought as well too, guys, my workbench isn't doing anything right now, but I do have a ton of dirt fragments around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. I don't feel like looking through the menu for them, and I'm going to press the right arrow or the left arrow to go to recipes, and it'll bring up all the recipes I can make with that item. So I'm going to go ahead and just make up a whole crap load. You know what? I want grassy ground. That's the really green one. The forest ground is the light green stuff. I like this one much better. But there we go. So an hour and a half. I'll probably forget about it and I'll come back. And I'll come back to a whole shitload of like 1,200 freaking ground blocks. That's awesome. So if we do need to do any flat filling for the horde base, we'll definitely have enough supplies to do it. Alright, so I've done some cleaning up here and I placed some frames down. So basically what I'm going to do is do a 2 wide frame around the whole outside. I'm going to have to dig into the landscape here. I'm going to just dig 2 and keep this nice and flat so that the whole roof is level. And then from the sides, what I'll do is I'll just create ramps going out to the outside. And it's a good thing I started making all that grassy ground already, because we're going to need it. I can just use the ground to line up here. I'll use the ground to kind of fill in this little area, because like when I'm in there and building, I can do whatever I want with the shape of it on the inside, because it's not exactly square, but I made the top generally square. So it's going to be a little bit of landscaping, a little bit of figuring out. Right there, I'll probably have to put some support in that area too, so I'll have to eventually run back and grab some of those dirt blocks, but that's not a big deal. I still have a lot of digging and stuff to do. I need to remove stuff around the area that's going to get in the way of being able to see zombies or just building generally. So what I like to do is I like to go around the outside of the rim and actually punch some of this stuff out, because it just makes things easier, right? Like stupid little things like these old trees or dead bushes and crap. I guess these would be dead saplings? Dead bushes? I don't know. But there's a lot of them, and I hate running into them, especially when I'm trying to work or when I get cornered by a zombie. So I generally just like to clean this kind of crap up before I start a project like this. Like maybe any tiny trees that might be kicking around too. There shouldn't be much though. I've already like forested this area a lot. It's all done all the way around now. I had to do a little bit of landscaping and a little bit of supporting here, but it actually wasn't so bad actually to put this down. It took a lot less time than I thought it would. Of course, I'm going to have to come and just I'm going to go in here and just backfill all this in, right? Why not make the support all nice? I get to go in and backfill there as well too. That won't be that big of a deal. But this little corner here is still here. So we have an area that actually survived the collapses and actually survived my eyeing up of what was going to be square. So I definitely have to jump down into this shit and get rid of it. Ow! That hurt. Caught myself in the collapse. I was kind of down there digging a little funny and ooh, that did a little bit of damage. Not a lot, thank God. But if that was a larger collapse, I think that one would have killed me. It's been a while since I've collapsed something in on myself. And cool, there we go. So I just kind of cut it down one layer, because I'll come back up here later and probably modify this or change it or do whatever. Because all I'm concerned with is pretty much getting this capped off and getting a lid on it, because I don't want zombies to just casually wander into this bad boy, right? But now I'm going to go ahead and use up some of this concrete mix. How much did we use? Wow, we almost used 250 rebar frames. Ooh, that's a ton. Anyways, I'm gonna fill all this in. This is the fun part. This is what I like doing. So I'm gonna take this awesome friggin' nail gun and finish this all off. Now that was satisfying. Look at that. Now we got a nice, I was gonna say square area, but nice shaped area up top that defines the whole 100%, which is damn cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead. We still have a few daylight hours here, so what I'm gonna do, oh, look how weird that collapsed right there. I'm gonna go and grab some of that dirt we've been making up and plug in some of these holes. There's not many, there's just a one there and the one over there I gotta plug up. Other than this, what I gotta do on these sides is I actually gotta go and kind of dig it out on an angle. And that there, guys, is why this game makes a really bad PvP game. Dig these all up on an angle and replace them with ramps so that the zombies, if they walk on it, they don't get caught on these edges here. They just continue to walk and go on. Because our horde base is going to be right up here as well, too, right? It's going to be right up over there. So if on horde night the zombies wander across this, I don't want them bashing away at it. Okay, so I just want to note this as well too. What I did here is I started just kind of placing dirt down so it makes a ramp up so that zombies just kind of boop right up to the top, right? Then I came up here and the ground's uneven. This is where you're going to run into problems with zombies. Actually, let's get my mining helmet on so we can see here again. Because the ground's all uneven, right? You can see it's all over the place here. Just simply, guys, take your frames and run it along the tops of all this crap and it'll level it out nice and even for you. There we go, just like that. So over here I actually don't have to make ramps. I just have to kind of go like this to remove any dip or bump that might make the zombies derp out before the blocks. So it's just a little bit of tidying up around the outside. This is also too why I went ahead and punched out some of the grass ahead of time, because I mean, you could destroy the grass with the block, but it's still a lot easier to place the blocks if there's no grass there. Okay, so once again, I got to do the same thing here. See where it derps down funny like that? I just come out a couple blocks. It'll actually even up that land just nice for me. And it'll also tell me too, because I'm coming over here where the ground starts raising up. Some of the blocks are at one level and some of them are not. So when you go to start throwing your shovel around, you actually end up taking out the wrong block or the wrong block. But there we go. Now I know which block is which. I can go ahead and start digging out a little bit of a ramp here all along the side. This side is now nice and all leveled up. What I did was kind of, if the ground would raise, I would make a nice little edge with it. And I simply did a lot of this just by placing frames, right? I noticed here it got one block higher, so I just kind of edged out the corners. As long as you don't get stuck in it, you are good to go. So the best way to avoid them getting stuck in derping is just to kind of simply level out the land around it, so that it makes nice little corners that are really easy to navigate for the stupid AI. But I also need to get rid of this here as well too, because this will derp them out, and it's just simply in the way. So I collapsed the rock, guys, and oh, look at that, some iron. And it drops into this destroyed stone crap. Don't use your pickaxe on it, especially if you have a lot of it, especially at high stages, because you can one-shot it with the shovel, and the shovel is much quicker than the pickaxe to pick this up. So just a mental note, if you're looking for a time saver, whip out that shovel and give her a slap. I only use the pickaxe on iron and stone, really, and blocks, of course. Concrete blocks. But I think it's a good idea, guys. We need to go check the forges. I need to go get the bullet tips and crap out of them, and we need to start making some bullets because Horde Night's going to be happening at the end of this day cycle here. Well, in half an hour. So it appears the forges here are still going full blast. Ooh, this one still has half an hour on it. What I'm going to do is actually cut these forges off a little short here. Yeah, ooh, 20 minutes is still a little too much. Horde Night is coming up, and I honestly, I do like a challenge, but I don't want to be dealing with screamers at the same time as I'm dealing with the Horde. So I'm going to let these cool down. I'm going to let them burn down a little bit here still, make use of some of the time, but I definitely want these to not run full tilt. Oh my god, this is taking forever. 13 minutes? You know what? Fuck this wood. There we go. 11 minutes. You can run for all I had to do is like slide that whole stack into my inventory. That was actually kind of painful. This one here is running for 20. Let's actually go ahead and slow that one down here as well too. I'll have to turn that one off though to do that. We'll let it run for 10 minutes. That'll get us some steel going, and while we're here, we actually may as well make some steel. 120. Nice. Okay, and this one here has our bullet tips and our bullet casings, and it's still forging freaking coins into the forge. That's freaking insane. How much this is? 1 minute left on this sucker. Actually, you know what? That is 100% acceptable. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more bullet cases going because they don't take a long time. 13 minutes. Holy shit! Look how many bullet cases we have. Whatever. We'll let the heat map cool down here a bit for Horde Day. 252 bullets we can make for Horde Night. That'll actually do as well with our AK-47 here. It's level 249, you know, or 219 actually. That's not even that great at this moment. You know what? That needs to go back in queue. There we go, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what we have for AK-47 components and see if we can not upgrade this weapon a little more. So let's go ahead and hit that handy sort container button. And look at our AK-47 stuff. It should be... Oh, look at that. Level 328. That's actually pretty nice. We can use another stock. That'll probably save us some repair. Barrels. We got Magnum parts. And that's all we got for the AK-47 since we've been out looting. But that bin is actually looking pretty damn full. I'm going to go ahead and disorganize. Take apart this weapon, and we're going to go and upgrade it. And there we go. So that brought us up to 278. Not a bad deal, actually. That improved our AK-47 sniper rifle. I will actually take that. I will take that and I will run with it. So I'm going to leave our extra stuff. Now we actually seem to have a excess of gunpowder, which is a good thing. I won't have to run up the heat map at our local base for a while. That chemistry station does run your heat map up quite a bit. Okay, awesome. So we're good to go. I think what I should do here, oh, you know what? I can't even go repair the Horde base because the map's still going. So we're going to head back out towards our project here, and I'm going to do some more filling and working on some more of those edges around there. Oh, look at that. You see a good outline of it from here. I thought I heard the zombie stumbling across my spikes as well. I wonder where it went. Holy shit, guys. I don't know if you just saw that, but I just ran from a huge horde. Where did it go? Where was it? I seen them running, and it was a bunch of them, and they're just in the corner of my eye, so I kind of took a tour around. Oh, I hope they didn't fall in my hole. That would absolutely suck. Imagine if every single one of them ended up down there. What would I do? What would I do in that case? Because they're torquing. Oh, there's one right there. There's a crawler. I see, you can like see it just barely off in the distance where my crosshairs are. But where did they end up? Are they down? I hope they're not down in my hole, guys. We're gonna have to check this out. I don't hear them. So I think they happen to run by. I don't. Yeah, they're not in there. Thank God. Holy crap, was that ever close? So, because I was over here, right? Yeah, they must have ran down that way or something. But I was over here digging, and I look up, and oh shit, there they are. You guys seen that shit? Did you see that shit right there? I looked up, and once again, there's some more zombies. Am I hunted? No, look at that. How the fuck did I even get away with that? Why are they coming in separate groups like that? That's some freaky ass shit. Look at them go. Look at them torque across, all kind of running all weird. I wonder why they're glitching out like that. That's some odd shit. Where are you guys off to? Holy crap, is that the last of them? That's got to be the last of them. Oh, no, there's some more. There's another one running right there. And they're derping out too. Why are they running like that? I'm freaked right the hell out now, right now, guys. I don't know what's happening. Like, look at it go. Stops? Is it going to teleport? Did it just stop? And stand there? Holy shit, there's a spider over that way. What is happening right now? Why is there zombies everywhere? Thank God I'm just out of distance, so... No, there they go. This is the creepiest shit I have ever seen happen in 7 Days to Die. What is happening right now? That's absolutely insane. Oh shit, guys, there's even more. They're still coming. One just ran right by again. Where the fuck are these guys coming from? This is crazy. There must have been like a few of them stuck on something trying to run across a landscape. That is so weird. Because, like, literally, one zombie. Just one. Okay, well, it wasn't bad. But just one zombie torqued by me. Right in my periffs again. That was some crazy shit. This night's definitely kept me on my toes. Holy fuck. Okay, I'm glad this is happening, actually. I've had a few comments where people are like, I play stuff and it just breaks. You see how it's going like this? Oops. Well, it's not doing it there. Maybe it's doing it right here. But I place a block and it just collapses like that. What's happening here is there's a physics glitch. So the best way to do this is to go in behind, place a frame, and then try that, right? Is it going to work? Okay, cool. Now it doesn't collapse. And then you can put the other frames on it and then behind it and kind of take it and remove all the frames. And now you should be able to place blocks there without them collapsing. Nope. Okay, well, that didn't work. That didn't fix the glitch. So we're back to the drawing board. There's many ways to do this, guys. Double it up. Go in front. Like you see how there's a slope here. I'm going to go in front here as well. And we'll see if that actually resolved our problems. There we go. Okay, so that fixed physics glitch. Let's see if it fixed the one beside it. It did too. Awesome. So there is ways to fix physics glitches, guys. I've only come across a couple that I 100% could not solve. Yeah, we're good now, so there's no weird collapses going on there. Now, that area is not so important. I was just coming along, flattening out this ground to make it look a little nicer and be a little more level. And I seen that happen, but it's not something that happens often, so when I do see it, I have to share that shit. That was the tasks. So I got the whole outside done. What I've just went and made the landscape all slope. So basically, anywhere they walk up here, they're going to end up walking up a slope anyways. Now, I'm going to come in later and probably dig it out and replace it with all concrete just to make it look better. And in case the zombies actually do any damage, I don't think they're going to really derp out here, especially if they're just kind of walking across the landscape. So what I'm going to do is keep an eye on this, especially once we have this whole top filled in. I'm going to keep an eye on and make sure zombies don't derp out on it. But we have another task at hand as well too. We're gonna end up with a whole bunch of this grass now regrowing wherever I replace dirt or wherever I expose dirt. So we're gonna have to go and repunch out a whole bunch of this grass. It's actually a darker green than the rest of the grass, the ones that's growing on this crap. Alright, there we go. So the rim is nice and clean and free of any bush. So we've pretty much done our rim job. Now we just have to go ahead and do a little bit of filling. But it is 8:34 a.m. on Horde Day, and the Horde base is actually in great need of repair. So what I'm going to do is grab some more of those fence, grab some more defenses and repair crap, and head over there and get her done. Sweet. So we got our Horde base all repaired up here and done. I got all the fence going around the outside. I've repaired all the barbed wire sitting down on the grooves. So our Horde base is nice and prepared. So we're good to go for Horde tonight. So we do have some time left, actually. I'm quite happy with that. So what we're going to do is spend some time. I have 419 trussing blocks so far. And I know with the concrete there, I can actually hold quite a bit already, but I'm not going to go like all the way across. What I'm going to do is actually, you know what? The one side here, I'm going to place these down, and then I'm going to count how far across from this end to that end it goes. Let's give that a count. 19. So it goes 19 blocks across. You know what? We might not even have to support this. We actually might be good. So what I'm going to do, we're actually going to test this out. I'm going to go from there, and I'm going to just bring it 19 out. Now, of course, I'm only going to go 8 from one side and 8 from the other to keep it nice and balanced, because if I keep trying to go that way, it's going to collapse, right? So I'm going to go as far out as I can. 8 on each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, unfortunately, guys, it is just beyond the physics reach. With these here, you know what? We're going to waste a few, but I want to show you guys this. Okay, bam and bam. So with this design too as well, you know what? I could upgrade this to steel. Ooh, that would be so much steel. But I can come upgrade this to steel. I'm stuck to how much a concrete block will hold, an upgraded concrete block. So let's go ahead and make a concrete block. Here we go. Bam, just like that. And its max load is 120, so it'll hold 120. It weighs 10. A upgraded concrete block, I do believe, is different, but there is no way to look at it. I'm gonna have to confirm that actually in the XML, but I can't confirm it's the same on console. But anyways, if we look at our trussing here, so it'll hold 120, right? Our trussing is 20. It actually weighs more. So in essential, the concrete should only hold up to 8 out. So once I go after 8 out, it should start collapsing. Oh, no. Okay, we're good on that one. I don't even know here, guys. I don't even know what's going on, why these physics aren't working in this way, the way I thought they're supposed to do. I should take another look, actually, into the console physics again. They may have changed them, because I know when I did a test in the console tutorial video on physics, there was no player weight involved. Player weight is a big thing, a big player in the game. Pun intended. Because if you walk across something that's barely stable and can hold itself, basically only hold itself, but you add your weight to that combination, then you're going to get in trouble. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a nice little bit of a rim job here, go around the outside, and just kind of use these all up, because I know we're going to need far more than 500 of these to cover this expanse. And then I'm going to have to go down there and make some supports coming up. What I'll probably do is actually just make temporary supports. God, I hate it when I do that. See, there we go, guys. I just tried it on this side again, and I went to the 7th one, and it collapsed on the 7th load. I don't know why it didn't do it right there, but it definitely did do it right here, and I really don't feel like wasting any more materials. So I'm going to go ahead and just ignore that happen. There we are. I spent about half of the blocks here doing that, so that's not bad. I think another stack of 500 and we'll be able to fill in the whole middle. But of course, not until we have the proper structure. So I'm going to have to find the middle of this at some point as well too, and build a pillar up from the middle. I think one pillar in the middle will actually support the entire thing. Fingers crossed, skipping math kind of works out. But look at it, guys. Our rim is perfect. So we're done our rim. It's got a little bit of brown on the inside. It's white on the outside. And it's there's no bushes surrounding it, so it looks absolutely perfect. I really like the way it looks right now. As long as the slopes stay fine and they don't get bashed up, and we don't really, you know, go too rough on the roof while we're making it, we should be fine and have a perfect underground farm. I can't wait to do the underground farm part. Oh, you know what I could do before finishing the roof is lay out my underground farm by the layers, because it's going to be layered down there as well too. And then I could build the layers all the way up to the top and then match it up with the roof. Problem solved. Awesome. I can't wait to make this in the next episode after Horde Night. Anyways, guys, I want to remind you, stay classy, always survive, and I'll see you in the next episode. Back up your game saves if you can. Have a good one. Enjoy your games.